trend of people on Twitter bitching about everything regarding Amazon FBA. Nothing new, nothing new under the sun, right? But lately, I've been seeing a lot of tweets of people saying that online arbitrage was risky because of a lot of things, but mainly because it's hard when you get a complaint. It's actually hard to fight the complaint. It's actually hard to appeal the complaint, right? And people tend to say that this is why one of the only acceptable business model is actually wholesale. And in today's video, I'm going to actually answer this and actually show you guys that it is actually absolutely not true, right? That it is bullshit and that online arbitrage is not more risky than other business models. If you do not know me, my name is Chris Mangunza. I release daily videos about selling on Amazon right here on YouTube. So if you are new, subscribe to the channel, like this video, and do all that stuff. So you will get recommended more videos. So, as I said, one of the things that comes quite often right now is people saying that this stuff is, risky because, and it's always people getting suspension, like random section trees that always happen, like those general section trees that everybody gets when they start today. I do not have to do this to prove the authenticity of my items and all that stuff. And people submit once their invoice or their receipts, all that stuff. They submit it once, they submit it twice. And same thing with inauthentic complaints. People submit them once, twice. And then go on Twitter and say that it is too risky, you should not do online arbitrage. Online arbitrage is too risky, it's not stable enough. And it's actually not true. Because you need to understand one thing. And I said it in previous videos as well. You can literally get a proof from God. God can come down from heaven to earth today to talk to Jeff Bezos, okay, about the authenticity of your items. Seller support, like the people actually reviewing your appeals and all that stuff, are still going to deny it, okay? Because they're still, like, it does not matter. It does not matter if your invoice comes straight from the brand. It does not matter if whatever. Because actually, for authenticity purpose, it's actually stated that you can submit receipts. You can submit retail receipts to prove the authenticity of your items. And do not listen to all those people that are saying that you need a letter of authorization from the brand. All that stuff is bullshit. And I'm answering comments saying that because I have a video saying that you do not need them, right? And so every 2 weeks, I have one random guy that actually come and say that I do not know what I talk about because you absolutely need a letter of authorization to prove the authenticity of your items, you get suspended and all that stuff. Guys, I've been there and I had to prove the authenticity of my whole inventory. And I had hundreds of ASIN because I was doing retail arbitrage. I had to prove the authenticity of all my inventory when I was suspended. And I did it with retail receipts. It was tedious. Yes, it was tedious. It was a lot of work, okay? I had to get a VA to actually get all my receipts and get a spreadsheet with every single ASIN, every single line on every single receipt to be able to actually get something that makes sense to submit to Amazon. I had to submit multiple times, but it was approved. Even with the SKU from Ross, because I was sourcing a lot from Ross, even with items with a SKU from Ross, being like not having the same UPC, right? Not having the UPC on the receipt, I was still able to do it. You can absolutely do it. And so do not listen to people saying that you absolutely need always to risk it because there's no way that you get a letter of authorization from the brand, all that stuff. There's a lot of time where even if you do wholesale, you're not going to get an authorization from the brand, a letter of authorization from the brand, okay? You absolutely do not need that. And I want you guys to understand that. But that's beside the point. My point is quite simple. My point is that online arbitrage is not more risky than other business model, okay? Because you can still apply for that stuff. And actually, and I might be wrong on that, but this is personal experience. From what I've seen, whenever people actually asked for invoices from your supplier, so invoice not invoice from your suppliers, but your suppliers invoice from where they actually bought the items to establish a chain of custody. Whenever that was asked, it was whenever it was with guys actually doing wholesale with shady suppliers. Okay, it was never for online arbitrage. Okay, because it's pretty easy to demonstrate that if you buy a Nike product from Nike.com, that is coming straight from the source. Okay, if you actually do wholesale and you purchase from a random supplier, it's actually a little bit more tricky to prove the chain of custody. Okay, if you do OA, you buy from Nike.com, you buy Nike from Kohl's, you buy Nike from Macy's. Even if you do RA, you buy Nike from Ross, you buy Nike from Marshalls, you buy Nike from, I don't know, Macy's and your other retail receipts. The chain of custody is clear, okay? These companies are established companies that are way bigger than any supplier you are actually going to work with, okay? And so it's way easier to prove the chain of custody, even without needing to go through all the way up to the brand. And this is one thing that you need to understand. With wholesale, it's going to be way more tricky. It's going to be way more tricky, depending on which wholesaler you work with, okay? So stop bitching about everything on Twitter. Stop doing that. It's really done, okay? Put your head down and go to work. That's it. Stop bitching about online arbitrage being risky. Everything is risky. And if you want to be successful, you need to take risks, okay? There's countless stories of entrepreneurs, and that word is a little bit corny today, but of entrepreneurs that took a lot of risk, lost everything, made a lot of money, lost everything, and then build back everything. If you stop taking risk, like just go get a job. It's still risky, whatever, but go get a job. If you're not willing to take risk, if you want a business without risk, go get a job. Every single business is risky. Everything is going to be risky, okay? Not just selling on Amazon. Every single other business that you can do, there's some level of risk, okay? There's always some level of risk, and people telling you the opposite is not true, okay? Even if you do real estate, I know damn well. If you do real estate, you think that you're gonna buy 1-2 apartments, you're gonna rent them, you think that there's no risk. You think that it's just straight income coming. No, it's not an easy business, and people tend to sell that as an easy business. I know damn well it isn't, okay? I know, I've seen it myself with my own eyes. It's not an easy business to be in. Nothing is easy, everything is risky. Yes, some stuff is a little bit less risky than others, but you need to judge the risk and the rewards, right? And so the rewards with Amazon is really, really high. It's easy to leverage little money to make a lot of money with Amazon. It's not that difficult. It's not at all. It's really not that difficult. It's actually quite easy to do, okay? And it's one of the only business where you can actually leverage that little money to actually build and grow a huge business. It's actually an easy business. It's one of the easiest businesses that you can run. And everybody telling you otherwise is actually lying. All right, so hopefully this video was helpful. If it was, leave a like. Do all that YouTube stuff. I'll see you tomorrow for a new video, because you guys know I release a new video every single day. So hopefully this video was helpful. And I know that a lot of you guys actually like those videos where I'm not necessarily doing an Amazon tutorial. And I know this video works a little bit less well, but they are still important. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you tomorrow for a new video. Thank you for watching.